I'm a Brit living in America, but here are some things that no one told me about. Prices. This had been mentioned to me before and everyone said how it's going to be more expensive, but I genuinely didn't understand how much more expensive it would be. I have the luxury of not really paying for anything because I'm a child and my parents are paying for it. Still, the prices are insane. I had some family that came out and visited us and they were here for literally only probably like 4 days, so less than a week. And they were complaining so much about the prices. Even just going to buy like groceries is crazy expensive and a language barrier. I thought everyone that said this was genuinely joking because I don't understand how two people that speak English would have a language barrier. Obviously there are many different languages in America, but I'm talking about English. As a Brit, we have a little bit of different slang, but I genuinely didn't understand. Americans here would not understand anything I'm saying. Ordering things is so scary because I just get the most weird looks and I get asked to repeat myself at least 3 times. On our first day here, we went to Chick-fil-A, which I love Chick-fil-A. I asked for some chicken and some chips because chicken and chips is just like a normal meal. I did get my chicken, however, I got crisps. And over here, chips is crisps. So I had to quickly learn that if I'm ordering chips, my chips, I have to ask for fries. And I still slip up sometimes when I'm tired and I have to like go back and tell them what I mean. Another thing that I was saying to people for probably a good month until my friends told me that they don't say that over here is queue. So in stores, I'd be asking people, is this the queue? Like, is this where we're queuing up? That sort of thing. And I just get weird looks. I always thought that's weird because I was just asking a question politely. But over here, they say line, not queue. And I know that might seem like a simple change, but I say queue all the time. I didn't realize how much I say it. So I have to like remember to say line. Water. Over here, they say water the exact same and it's spelt the exact same. But I can't tell you how many times I've been asked to repeat myself or got weird looks for asking for water. To me, it's kind of weird because I think it sounds pretty similar, and same thing with tomatoes. I think it sounds pretty similar to how they say it here, but I've had to put on an American accent just for people to understand me, which is really embarrassing because my American accent is really bad. Another thing is the taste of stuff here. Now, I might get done for this, but I prefer food at home. I often say that British food might look a little bit like dog food sometimes, don't come at me. And over here, it looks great. On pictures, I was expecting the food game to be very good over here. But I'm sorry, American food might look better, but it doesn't taste better. Everything tastes artificial. It's pretty annoying because over here I thought everyone would be pretty organic, especially in the place in which we're living right now. But everything has got added sugar, added chemicals, added this, added that, and it's pretty annoying. Even bread over here tastes like a dessert, and I do have a sweet tooth, but it is a bit annoying not to have some more like savoury things. My family's pretty big at the minute on trying to eat like more healthy, especially my dad. So we're trying to buy organic food here and the food prices are already so high. I'm just going to give you an example. So to get a packet of bread or a loaf of bread back home, it's probably at most I'd say like £2.50. And that equates to probably like $3 over here. It's pretty similar to the currency exchange. Over here, to buy a loaf of bread, non-organic, at my local supermarket, it is $14. That is insane. And then on top of that, we're trying to eat organic, so organic food is even more expensive. National holidays. We have national holidays back home, and I can't tell you how many times I've been asked while we're here if I celebrate Christmas, Easter, Halloween. Like, yes, those are holidays all over the globe. I'm pretty sure literally every country celebrates them. So we do celebrate them. However, there is many, many more national holidays that we don't have back home that seem to just be happening all the time. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's definitely different. Roads. This might sound really weird, and obviously I don't drive over here yet, but from noticing from my parents and just sitting in the car, it was scary the first couple of weeks we were here. Not only are we driving on a different side of the road, but the roads are massive. We have back home 2-lane roads, pretty normal, and loads of roundabouts. There's no roundabouts here, but the roads are crazy. Instead of there being 2 lanes, there can be 8, and there's different levels. There's no roundabouts here, but there's a lot of big junctions on the motorway, which were pretty scary, especially at night. A lot of walkways here, which are pretty dangerous, which are kind of like a giveaway thing. So there's no lights, you just kind of have to take the risk and leap of faith to go start walking and hope a car stops. But the problem here is people don't really look around because they think they're entitled to walk. And same thing with the car. So there's been some near accidents that we've seen and accidents that have been pretty scary. The size of the cars are so much different. At home, I'd say we have pretty small cars. Here, it is average to be driving monster trucks, Jeeps, like these massive cars. And especially going on with the driving age being younger, sometimes there is a 16-year-old driving a car that is 3 times what I'd see at home. It's pretty scary. Chocolate. I'm a big chocolate eater. I have a sweet tooth. I'm a Brit. What can I say? I love some chocolate. Over here, chocolate is disgusting. Hershey's, absolutely not. I was pretty disappointed in this. I thought the food game would be better, as I have said. But I didn't give enough credit to our sweets and chocolate at home. But over here, it tastes very, very artificial. And I think someone told me that there's an extra chemical added in it, which gives it that taste. Can't remember what it is. The only chocolate I like over here is Mr. B's chocolate. I forget what it's called. I was in a store one time, my friend bought it. I tried some of hers and I actually fell in love. It has barely any ingredients. I think that's the reason. Tastes so good that only chocolate I can tolerate over here. Last thing I'm going to talk about is tips. So tipping over here is very, very common. I think a lot of workers, I'm pretty sure, heavily rely on tips. I think that's what someone told me. So tipping is a must. Like, people are expecting you to tip. Actually get past something over the counter, go to pay for it. Like, you know, scan something, they'll give it back, go to pay for it, and they'll ask for a tip. And tips should be over 20% over here, I'd say. That seemed to be as like a good tip to give. And obviously I'm not really paying for the stuff, but I still feel for my parents when sometimes a worker will literally just hand you food, like they're not even talking to you or anything, and then they want like a 22% tip. I'm not aiming at the workers, I'm just saying it's kind of crazy. Back home, tipping is a thing, but it's not very common and it's not expected of you. Over here, it seemed rude if you don't tip, so obviously we try to tip as much as we can, but it's definitely different. Now, I could go on and talk about the differences for ages, but I can't lie, I do think I prefer living over here, and it's been a great experience so far, and I can't wait to learn more things. I could probably make about 20 videos of these, which is why I'm going to stop myself here, because I could literally keep going on and on about the differences. As a teen living in America, there are definitely different experiences I'm going through, and I'm so excited as it's coming up to summer, so we're going to be living that summer dream in America. As living in every country, there are definitely pros and cons, and I'm not aiming anything at America or England. I love them both. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you're thinking about making the move to America, just make sure you know about the prices of everything and some of the differences, as it can be a bit of a cultural shock. And whenever you want fries, make sure you say fries and not chips. That's it. Bye.